Welcome to VKD Visual-Kinesthetic Dissociation, also known as the Fast Phobia Cure. This is an advanced NLP technique for removing the emotional charge from phobias and traumatic memories. If you have a phobia, spiders, heights, flying, confined spaces, or a specific fear that triggers intense panic, this technique can help neutralize that response. VKD works through something called double dissociation. Normally, when you remember something scary, you're in the memory, seeing through your own eyes, feeling the fear in your body. That's called being associated. Today, you'll watch the memory from outside. Dissociated. Not just that. You'll watch yourself watching the memory. Double dissociation. Maximum distance. Maximum safety. From this safe distance, your brain can reprocess what happened without being overwhelmed. The memory stays, but the automatic fear response goes away. This is powerful work. It's also gentle. You stay in control the entire time. Let's begin. Think of the phobia or fear you want to work with. Maybe it's a specific incident, a dog bite, a car accident, a panic attack in a confined space, or maybe it's a phobic trigger you want to neutralize. Choose something specific, a particular memory, or the clearest example of this fear. Got it? Good. Now set that aside for a moment. First, create a safe space. Imagine somewhere you feel completely safe and calm. Your bedroom, a favorite place in nature. Anywhere that feels secure and peaceful. See it clearly. Feel the safety of this place. You can return here at any time during this process. This is your anchor of safety. Good. You're ready. Let's set up the dissociation. Imagine you're in a movie theater. Small, comfortable theater. You're sitting in the middle of the theater, in a comfortable seat. You're completely safe here. This is just a theater. You're just watching a screen. On that screen, you see a frozen black and white image. It's a younger version of you, before the phobic event happened, just frozen there. Not moving yet. Black and white, like an old photograph. This younger you doesn't know what's about to happen yet. They're safe in this frozen moment. Good. Now, float out of your body in the theater seat. Float up and back to the projection booth. You're in the projection booth now. Behind the thick glass window, you can see yourself sitting in the theater seat, looking at the screen with the frozen image of younger you. You're watching yourself. Watch the screen. Double dissociation. Maximum distance. Maximum safety. From here, you're completely safe. You're watching you watching a memory. You're protected behind the glass, in control of the projector. Take a breath. Feel how safe this position is. You're the observer of the observer. completely removed, completely safe. From the projection booth, watching yourself in the theater seat, watching the screen, you're going to run the memory, the frozen black and white image of younger you is about to move. The memory will play like an old black and white movie you'll watch from the safe projection booth. Remember, you're watching yourself watch this. You're not in it. You're twice removed. Protected, safe. Now, let the movie start. Watch the younger you on the screen move through the phobic event, all in black and white. Like an old film, watch yourself in the theater seat. Watching this screen, you and the booth are completely safe. Protected behind glass, observing it all from maximum distance. Let the memory play all the way through to a point where it's over and you're safe again. Maybe the spider is gone. Maybe you're out of the car and safe. Maybe you've landed and the flight is over. Whatever the safe endpoint is, watch it through to that safe point. All in black and white. You're watching the screen? Take your time. Stay in the booth. Completely safe, completely removed. When the movie reaches the safe point, younger you is okay now. Phrase the image again. Black and white. Frozen. Good. You did it. You watched it from the safety of the projection booth. The memory played, but you weren't in it. You were watching yourself watch it. Protected. Safe. Take a breath. Notice that you're okay. You watched the memory, but you didn't experience the fear. The distance protected you. This is reprocessing. The brain is learning. This memory doesn't have to trigger panic. I can observe it without being overwhelmed. Now, from the projection booth, you're going to do something unusual. You're going to step into the frozen image on the screen. The safe endpoint, where younger you is okay. Float down from the booth, through the theater, into the screen. Step into that younger you at the safe moment. You're in their body now, at the point where it's over and you're safe. Now, in color and very fast, like rewinding a video at high speed. Run the entire memory backwards. Zip back through it in reverse. Fast. Colors and sounds all going backwards. Like hitting rewind. All the way back to before it started. Back to the beginning. Fast rewind. Stop. You're at the beginning now. Before it happened. You're safe. Now, here's the new part. Imagine the event happening differently. Maybe an adult version of you steps in and protects younger you. Maybe someone else helps. Maybe the spider never appears. The accident never happens. The situation resolves safely. Create a new ending, one where you're protected, safe, cared for. The threat is removed or neutralized. You're okay. See this new ending clearly. Feel the safety, the relief, the resolution. This is what your brain needed. A sense of completion, of resolution, of safety. Take a moment with this new ending. Let it settle in. Now, step back. Float back to the projection booth, back to that safe, removed position. From the booth, think about the phobic trigger now. The thing that used to cause intense fear. Notice what happens. Does it still feel the same, or has the intensity dropped? Most people notice the fear has reduced significantly. Maybe from a 10 to a 3 or 4. Maybe even lower. If there's still intensity, run through the process again. Watch from the booth. Rewind from the safe point. Add even more safety to the new ending. The more you practice this, the more neutral the memory becomes. Now, imagine a future situation where you might encounter this trigger. See yourself handling it calmly, rationally, without panic, because the automatic fear response has been interrupted, reprocessed, neutralized. You might still be cautious. That's healthy. But the overwhelming panic, that's gone, or greatly reduced. Take a breath. The reprocessing is complete. Float back down from the projection booth, back into the theater seat. Then, out of the theater, entirely. Return to your safe place. The one you created at the beginning. Feel the safety, the calm, the peace. You've just reprocessed a phobic response. Use double dissociation to create safety, while your brain neutralized the automatic fear reaction. The memory still exists, but it no longer controls you. The trigger no longer causes panic. This is VKD. This is the Fast Phobia Cure. This is freedom from fear. When you're ready, take a deep breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Open your eyes. You're safe. You're calm. You're free. Before we finish, an essential note about safety and appropriate use of this technique. VKD is highly effective for single-incident phobias and specific fears, like fear of spiders from one encounter, driving anxiety after a single accident, or flight phobia from a turbulent flight. However, this technique is not appropriate for complex trauma, repeated abuse, childhood trauma, war trauma, PTSD, or dissociative disorders. For these conditions, please work with a qualified trauma therapist trained in appropriate trauma processing methods. If at any point during this meditation you felt overwhelmed, flooded with emotion, or unable to maintain the dissociated position, that's a sign this memory needs professional support to process safely. This is a self-help tool for phobias and specific fears. It's powerful and effective when used appropriately, but it complements and does not replace professional trauma therapy when that level of support is needed. Use this technique wisely and seek professional help for deeper trauma work. Thank you for practicing with me.